Welcome to AT 24/7. I'm Aaron Dean. New medical help for HIV patients coming from a statin drug. Scientists say that it may help fight against heart problems. HIV patients face a higher risk of heart disease, but pitavastatin could reduce heart complications by up to 35%. The findings are based on more than 7,700 HIV positive people who were taking antiretroviral medication. The medication is used to lower cholesterol, and researchers say, according to a phase 3 clinical trial, it appears to provide protection from any issues including heart attacks, heart failure, and strokes. South Korea says the North has fired 2 short-range ballistic missiles into its Eastern Sea. It apparently is in protest of the U.S. sending nuclear submarines to South Korea. Last week, the USS Kentucky became the first nuclear-armed submarine in South Korea since the 1980s. It is happening all while the U.S. says that it's begun conversations with North Korea about a U.S. soldier who ran into North Korea last week. The deputy commander of the United Nations Command says this is progress.
The first is the primary concern for us is Private King's welfare. The conversation has commenced with the KPA through the mechanisms of the armistice agreement.
The UN declined to reveal what they know about Private Travis King's condition. North Korea has remained silent publicly about King. King was supposed to be heading to Fort Bliss after his release from prison in South Korea on an assault conviction. Texas Governor Greg Abbott is defying the Department of Justice, vowing to keep a controversial river barrier as part of an ongoing effort to deter immigration at the Texas-Mexico border. The Department of Justice says that Texas is violating federal law prohibiting the creation of any obstruction in the waters of the United States. Texas says it's simply protecting its borders. The Advocate Channel's Gloria Pazmino has those details.
A showdown at the Texas border is headed to court. Faced with legal action, Texas Governor Greg Abbott said Monday he will not order these floating barriers to be removed from the Rio Grande. In a letter sent to President Joe Biden, Abbott said Texas will fully utilize its constitutional authority to deal with the crisis you have caused. Texas will see you in court, Mr. President, Abbott wrote. The Justice Department said last week it plans to file legal action against Texas following the installation of floating barriers in the Rio Grande as part of its operation to deter illegal immigration along the Texas-Mexico border.
We're securing the border at the border.
Abbott has also installed concertina wire and shipping containers. The 1,000-foot-long floating barrier and netting along the water has been criticized by lawmakers and advocates who say it poses a drowning risk to migrants.
For the governor to have already ordered razor wire to be placed in the water to denying people in 105, 110 degree heat any water is just extremely cruel and barbaric.
The Texas Department of Public Safety has acknowledged there's been an increase in migrant injuries from concertina wire, but it denies a whistleblower report which claimed officials were told to push migrants back into the river and to deny them water. Meanwhile, caught in the middle, hundreds of migrants who continue to try to cross despite Abbott's measures. I'm Gloria Pazmino reporting.
Thank you for joining us for AT 24/7. For more, go to theadvocatechannel.com. Subscribe on the Advocate Channel YouTube page. For AT 24/7, I'm Aaron Dean.